Donk Nation, Jackson, Janet's greetings and welcome to your daily dose of donkey with ginger. It's your boy, the Viking Donkey, bringing you a Bugcap. We got Bugaboo here. We're coming off a 26-7 shellacking at Acrisure Stadium by the Buffalo Bills on our Pittsburgh Steelers. Bug, not sure how to phrase this one in positive light.
I'm gonna say dominated.
Dominated. Anything good you thought the Steelers did?
I don't know.
I mean, they kept the Bills' wide receivers pretty much off the charts. I mean, not that they needed anything, but they made the Bills only 123 passing yards in a day where you knew they were going to try to run the ball due to weather conditions. I mean, I think Davis, the running back, had more yards in this game than he's had all season coming in. The Bills set a record for opponents' rushing yards in Acrisure Stadium. As a matter of fact, at least dating back 50 years, this is the most rushing yards the Steelers have given up at a home game to an opponent. That's kind of crazy.
Yep.
Anything you want to say about that?
I got to see the Bills beat us.
You were glad to see the Bills beat us?
No.
Oh, you weren't. Okay. When we look at the chart, I mean, Josh Allen threw an early game interception. I believe it ended the first drive. Brandon Eccles makes a nice play on the inside, gets an early interception. Things rolling positively for the Steelers early in that football game, Bug. Anything to say about that, the play, or how they were playing early?
Good.
I mean, they at least were still getting run on, but at least they stopped things. They actually had a 3-and-out to end the first quarter. To start the second quarter, they forced a fumble. They had a 3-and-out to end the first quarter. They got an interception in the first quarter. They're getting turnovers. They were actually stopping the Bills a little bit early. And then the Steelers scored a touchdown. And it seemed like everything fell apart for Pittsburgh after scoring a touchdown, taking the lead, a short field drive, because that was right after the James Cook fumble where he kind of kneed it out of his own hand. Do you remember that play?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to break that one down?
Yeah, the Bills fumbled it, the Steelers recover it.
Yeah, of course. Nick Herbig breaks into the backfield, hits James Cook. James Cook then knees the football out of his hands, and I believe it's Patrick Queen jumps on the football, sets the Steelers up at the 24-yard line, right? Yeah, anything to say about that? Any good nothing? Or do you want to talk about the next one where the Steelers take a little while, get a nice play to Kenneth Gainwell, and it's brought in by Jaylen Warren for a touchdown. You remember the touchdown run?
Yeah.
Or the Warren catch?
No way.
Well, if you remember the touchdown, break down the touchdowns. Tell us what you saw.
I saw the guy get a touchdown.
Okay, yeah. Jaylen Warren, I believe he goes off of inside or right tackle, gets in the end zone, scores a touchdown on his back, and then, I don't know, thrust into the air. Next drive, though, Steelers defense doing what Steelers defense does or when they get the lead, giving up a 16-play, 60-yard drive after the touchdown. And really, that led to a Bills field goal. That's pretty much the end of the first half, and that was pretty much the drive that broke the camel's back. Because let's just say it did not go well to start the second half. So do you remember that long drive to end the half by the Bills? 16 plays, 60 yards, just nonstop runs?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say about that?
Defense needs to stop once.
They do need to stop the run, but it's hard for the defense to stop the run when you're only playing 2 down linemen. Most teams play 4 down linemen. The Steelers are a rare team that plays the 3-4, so they only play 3 down linemen. But when the Bills are running it down your throat playing 2 down linemen, that's inexcusable. You're just smaller than an opponent team, and this was an opponent starting 2 backups at tackle. Both left and right tackle were backups. The Steelers should have been a lot more aggressive in making the Bills have to throw the ball.
Yep.
Do you think they could have? Do you think they
just pushed pressure?
Put pressure? Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it. We get into the second half. You remember the first play of the second half?
No.
Aaron Rodgers getting that one. You want to break that one down?
Aaron Rodgers takes the ball, fumbles it. His new helmet kind of killed him, and the Bills score a touchdown.
Yeah, of course. A left tackle gets absolutely smoked. I don't want to say smoked. Either way, not a good play. Aaron Rodgers gets hit from behind by Joey Bosa, I believe, and it's recovered by Christian Benford. And the reason I say that name is it's going to come up here in a second. And Benford scores a touchdown. First play of the second half, all of a sudden the Steelers are trailing. Mason Rudolph has to come in for a drive because Rodgers' nose is a little messed up. They're trying to fix it. And do you remember Mason Rudolph, what happened on that one?
Interception?
Yeah, it was an interception. Mason Rudolph tries to throw it to 6'7"
6'7".
Darnell Washington and overthrows him by about 2 inches, and it leads to guess who? Christian Benford with his second turnover in about a 4-minute span gets the interception, sets the Buffalo Bills up. Buffalo goes on for an 8-play, 71-yard touchdown drive after the interception. After the Bills score that big touchdown, the Steelers punt because, 3-and-out punt, and then a 15-play, 83-yard touchdown drive. The wheels are completely off at this point. Steelers not stopping the run. Offense not moving the ball. Defense looking like they'd rather be, sitting in Hawaii or something than playing football. Bug, just the first half, the Steelers are giving you hope that they can hang with the Bills. We're beating the Bills. We're actually playing decently well. Bend not break on defense. The second half starts, one bad thing happens, and the whole game falls apart.
Agreed.
Do you even remember watching the fourth quarter? Because I kind of turned out after that. Oh, I do remember they had like a 14-play, 72-yard touchdown drive. The Steelers ended regulation. And I remember the Steelers, actually I remember one specific play that made me lose my mind.
Bring the ball for.
No. It's you bring in Kenneth Gainwell on 4th and 2 to run the ball on 4th and 2 when we haven't ran the ball all day. You're going to run the ball on 4th and 2. Not even give this team a real chance. Run the ball on 4th and a long 2. What in the world is going on with some of these decisions these coaches are making, Bug?
They need to understand the game and what they'll win.
Yeah, I guess that's the way to say it. It ends up 26-7. Anything you want to say about that Buffalo game that hasn't been said?
Our defense needs to show up because they're the highest paid defense in the league, and they're looking like they just got off vacation. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a whole lot of good things to say there. Like I said, at least the Bills didn't have big receiving numbers against us. We kind of showed down Josh Allen. But I'll tell you, the one moment that lives in my head from this game is Cam Hayward getting upset at Josh Allen, and then Josh Allen living rent-free in Cam Hayward's game, and Cam having a terrible game because Josh Allen was just living rent-free in his head the whole game, Bugboo, because allegedly Josh Allen intentionally need him at the bottom of a pile.
Okay, so you're a football player, jeez.
Yeah, not a good showing from him. Need a little bit better from the leadership there. That's enough of Buffalo. We have Baltimore this week going to the Ravens. Do you think we'll win this game? Lot on the line for the Steelers here. I mean, if we just win our division games from here out, we win the division.
Say we're winning.
We're winning. Cool. Have a shout out for this week. All right. Do you have a? Yeah. All right. So, if you didn't hear, Bug said he thinks we're going to beat the Ravens this week because I don't know what audio cut out there and what didn't. Bug Boo, do you have any shout outs for this week? No, that's absolutely fair to say. Now I'll let you know I'm the Viking Donkey. That's Viking_Donkey on Twitch or Twitter. Your daily dose of Donkey with Ginger is the awesome YouTube channel where you get this sweet content. Hopefully next week Bug gets to be celebratory as the Steelers beat the Ravens. That'd be a really cool way for this to continue. He's the Bugboo. He ain't got no socials. We don't do that stuff. But Bugboo, let him know.
Black and yellow, Pittsburgh Steelers.